Good afternoon, class. In today's class, we are going to discuss the pass transistor. Okay, pass transistor. So this pass transistor means we are using the MOSFETs only. Okay, pass transistor concept is applied to the MOS transistors. Okay, these MOS transistors are different from the bipolar transistor. You know the structure of the MOS transistor, and you know the indication. You can see here the indication of this is the indication of the transistors, right? MOS transistors. This one, right? This structure you can observe in the MOS. The gate is isolated. The gate is isolated from the source and the drain. Gate material is made with the polycrystalline silicon. This type of structure allows us to act as switch. Okay, we can connect and the concept of this switch, this MOS transistor acting as a switch, will be helpful in designing some circuits. Okay, here you can observe this MOS device is called as a pass transistor, and we are using this switch logic in arrays. We use more number of transistors, more than one transistor. We can call it as an array, right? You can see here AND array. You can see the example of an AND array. Now connected in series from end to end. Okay, from end to end you can see. So for example, if you take a transistor A, this may be source, and this may be the drain, and this may be the source. This may be the drain, right? This may be the source of this transistor. Okay. So whatever the case may be, we are connecting this three transistors A, B, C act as a AND array, right? AND array. So what's the concept of this AND gate? AND array? The value which is present here, if I give a value at the starting position 0, that thing has to appear. Okay, how is it possible? It is possible only when the value which is present here transmit to the x. Okay, the value which is present here, if it is transmitted to x, then only the value which is present here at this particular point near the VDD, which is a 0 1, it will be passing to the x as a 0, right? So that means this transistor A, B, and C, they all the three has to conduct. Okay, the transistors A, B, and C, all the three transistors has to conduct. That means these three transistors will be conducting based on the applied voltage to that particular gates, right? Okay, so all the three transistors has to be in the on state only, then only either that node So at this node will be transmitted to this node. Okay. This can be happen only when all all the three transistors satisfy their three threshold voltages, and then it has to conduct. Okay, then only that particular transistor is said to be on. That means all the transistors A, B, C should be in the saturation position. Okay, saturation means on. Okay, cutoff means off. Okay, so this is the concept. So this is an AND gate. So X is equal to A dot B dot C. A dot B dot C, and logic 1 is equal to VDD by VT. Okay. Value which is present at the only when A, B, C all are on. Okay. So X bar will be A dot B dot C whole bar means A plus B plus C zeros, right? So just for example, we are taking some three transistors connected end to end, and from one end, if you are giving input, at the other end you have to get the output. This is possible only when the intermediate transistors A, B, C all are on only, since it's an AND gate, right? So we can, let's say, pass transistors. We can also have many other types of gates, such as AND gates or OR gates. Instead of connecting all the three transistors in series, we can also connect them in parallel, which can be acting as OR gate also. So if you do use this, assume this as one pass transistor, I can have another pass transistor here. Okay. This is not connected here. Okay. How can we write the OR gate also? So after that, we have to discuss the NMOS inverters. NMOS inverter. So you can see the basic requirement for producing complete range of logic circuit is starting with the inverter. So generally we have basic gates. What are the basic gates? NAND and NOR are the universal gates, right? NAND and OR. By using this NAND and OR, we can form any other gates. Okay, whatever the case may be, generally we used to think as inverter as the basic gate here. Okay, even that can be formed with the help of universal gates. So generally I am using an NMOS transistor here, and this NMOS transistor is of enhancement mode transistor, right? It is an enhancement mode transistor. At this point, I need to use a resistor, a resistor. Okay, it will be generally a load resistor. Instead of that resistor, I am using here. So, but using of resistors is not convenient with the help of silicon substrates, right? So for that purpose, we are using a depletion mode transistor, where in this depletion mode, what you say, depletion mode transistor is the transistor which is having a defaultly some channel inside it before the operation itself, right? So I'm taking an NMOS I'm taking an NMOS depletion mode transistor here, where its gate is connected to its drain, right? Okay, generally its gate is again connected to its drain. Okay, okay. You can see here this is an NMOS inverter. NMOS inverter means we want to use only the NMOS transistors. Okay, we want to use only the NMOS transistors, but we require two NMOS transistors. One should be of enhancement mode, and the other one should be of depletion mode. Generally, I use this depletion mode transistor instead of, instead of a resistor, right? So we have some conditions and rules for a transistor to work as an NMOS inverter. That means two transistors. Okay, with no current drawn from the output, the current IDS from both transistors must be equal. For the depletion mode transistor, the gate is connected to the source. Okay, gate is connected to the source, so that it always. Sorry, previously I have mentioned it as a drain, but actually it is its gate. Depletion mode transistor's gate is connected to the source, so it is always on, and only the characteristics VGS is 0 is relevant. Okay, gate to source voltage is 0 here. So this depletion mode the depletion mode device is generally called as pull up, and the enhancement mode device is called as pull down transistor, right? We used to call it as pull up and pull down transistors. Okay, so this can be easily understood after the discussion of the CMOS technology. So it is trying to pull up. That means it will be acting as a resistor. We used to call it as an transistor, which will be generally VDD will be generally called as the pull-up, right? So to obtain inverter transfer characteristics, we superimpose the VGS is equal to 0, the depletion mode characteristics. So you can see the transfer characteristics as 2.6 in the 2.6 and 2.7. The transfer characteristics of the inverter derivation of NMOS inverter transfer. This is this is when we are switching it from off to the on state. This is first one. 2.6 is from making the transistor, that means output moving from 0 to 1. This is when the output is moving from the 1 to 0 condition, right? Okay. So you can see the transfer characteristics to determine the gain. It is delta change, what to say, dou V out by dou V in. Okay. When this V out is equal to V in, okay, then you can see how to determination of pull up to pull down. Okay, just now we have seen the transistor which is on the upside, that means which is near to the VDD. It is generally treated as pull up, and the transistor which is generally near the ground, it is generally called as pull down. Okay, so we have to determine this pull up to pull down ratio, jet pull up to jet pull down. Okay, just like some impedance. Okay, so here, so here if we have two NMOS inverters, this is an NMOS inverter. This NMOS inverter is driven by the another NMOS inverter. Okay, we have to determine determination of pull up to pull down ratio for an NMOS inverter driven by the another NMOS inverter. Okay, so here V in is equal to V out is equal to V INV. That means inverter value. Generally, this VINV. What is this VINV? When you see the transfer characteristics, inverter, NMOS inverter transfer characteristics, we used to move from high to low or low to high. If you draw the transfer characteristics exactly, and both, if you superimpose one above the other, you will have a particular point where the both the waves will be bisecting. Okay, particular point that is called as VINV. This VINV will be getting at 0.5 times of VDD. Okay, VINV will be in the 0.5 times of VDD, half times of VDD. Generally, it will be at generally VDD will be 5 volts and VINV will be 2.5 volts. Okay, so you can see here transfer characteristics we have seen, and you know the IDS relations. IDS is equal to K times of width to length ratio multiplied with VGS minus VT whole square by 2. Okay. In the depletion mode, you can see what's the depletion mode transistor. Depletion mode transistor is nothing but the pull-up transistor. So that is WPU by LPU. That means in place of W, we are converting that W by L. That means for the pull up and pull down, you can see the pull up transistor VGS will be generally equal to 0. VGS will be generally 0. Gate to source voltage is 0. Why? Because its gate is connected to its corresponding source for the same source, right? We don't have any voltage differences, so that VGS is equal to 0. So VGS minus VT you can observe. So this is the IDS equation. Yeah, I am applying this IDS relation for depletion mode transistor and the enhancement mode transistor. This depletion mode transistor is the upper transistor. We are also calling it as pull-up transistor. So the widths and lengths are indicated for the IDS in pull-up and pull-down form. W pull-up, sorry, W pull 0. So I am substituting this value as VGS as 0. So it is minus VTD whole square. So minus VTD means it becoming as VTD square only. Minus is taken away since it is squared, right? So enhancement mode transistor you can see. So you can see this enhancement mode transistor. Same thing. Enhancement mode transistor here it is pull down transistor. So that is WPD by LPD into VINS. So what is this? This gate to source voltage. This gate to source voltage is generally the VINV. This VINV is equal to 0.5 times of VDD. Okay, 0.5 times of VDD. So I am writing this VINV as this VGS as VINV. Okay, so equating the both. The first and foremost condition is this will be working only when both ideas of enhanced mode and depletion mode will be equal. So VINV minus VT whole square. Length to width ratio. Length to width ratio is generally indicated as ZPD. Okay, ZPD and length to width ratio of pull-up transistors is indicated as Z pull-up. Right. We are transforming the equation which is present here, WPD by LPD into VINV minus VT whole square is equal to W pull down by length pull down, sorry, pull up minus VTD square, right? So this thing we are submitting for VD, ZPD and Z pull up. So now VINV is equal to, it is becoming like this, VT minus VTD by root of Z pull up by Z pull down. Okay. So what we have done here, so this is Z pull down, this Z pull up. So we change it like this. So we got VINV value directly. This VINV value is changed like that, right? So now we can substitute these typical values for VT and VINV. So we can have the value of Z pull up to pull down, value of Z pull up to pull down as 4 by 1. So here you can understand what it is. If you want to, what is the Z pull up and Z pull down? Z pull up, Z pull down is the length width ratio of the pull down transistors. Okay, that's the width ratios, these things, right? That's the width ratios of pull up and pull down transistors. So we submitted all these values. Okay. Generally, threshold voltage will be 0.2 times of VD, and for the depletion mode transistor, the threshold voltage will be minus 0.6 times of VDD, and inverter for inverting V in VINV will be 0.5 times of VDD. Okay, if we submit all these values, we can write like this, right? That pull up to pull down will be 4:1. That means for the pull down transistor, that means the transistor which is near to the, what you say, ground. If size is 1, the pull up transistor, the pull up, the inverter which is generally upper transistor should be in the range of 4 times greater, right? The size should be 4 times greater. Okay. So for the same thing, pull up to pull down ratio for an NMOS inverter driven through one or more pass transistors, you can study, right?